Fairbairn up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Neo. Look for the other dog ain't out there.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Good.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out.
Already up.
And we know that's not really true, right?
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Christian Covington. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
No. Man, Mr. Boat.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete.
Inbound. Don't let him get out of bounds.
But not before getting this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there.
That's right. Make them drop it.
Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And again, it's Prescott. Out to his left. That'll be incomplete.
You can't throw him to his left like that.
Stop with 14 seconds remaining. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
P-Love, send it to his stick.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tenth carry now for Lamar Miller.
Dang it,
and this has
block.
been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good game, Corey.
Now Watson off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a
Y'all
nice
playing
gain.
his stick? Oh, okay.
Third and 2, Watson. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So what you 2-0 gets
Watson
on?
and the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Here's a
That's
give.
not good.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Thank you, sir.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston.
Tyler Cousins, you think, yeah.
49 yards.
Yeah,
And the Texans will extend their
We'll say you got
lead.
7 seconds left.
A good,
to go.
sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. He spins free. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
Give me that, get out
This is
name.
intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
No, I'm good.
After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball is
that's...
lost it. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Come on, man.
I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but it's
He gave him that
whatever you're going to pick
bullshit.
up to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the same play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 38. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go deep, and this is going to be intercepted. It's off with great anticipation. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He got 29 yards that time. He's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
They wouldn't even let my defense on the
Cooper,
field.
his second
They would not
touchdown
let
of the
my defense on the
afternoon.
field.
And the
We kept on putting
Cowboys
the
draw a
same
bit
bullshit out
closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack, see how they attack them here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Miller.
Oh.
This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll take this one.
No, sir, I want to kiss ass. Sorry.
Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 76 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one. And
you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Wide open, Amari Cooper.
A
gain of 39 that time.
That's crazy.
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
I can't get that defense on the
this
field.
one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Prescott.
Come on now. That's what I'm talking about.
Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll throw again. Prescott.
Oh.
His big tight end over the middle.
Rage used to fall back.
Inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
They're going to run it.
To the air again, Prescott.
To
his right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Prescott now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. To eat this one as down he goes. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion now. Finally, the defense gets there. And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense.
Tell them to get that man
just
1 yard.
They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They run again with Foreman, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
No game on play.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Good.
Watson hands this to Foreman. Space to maneuver at the 40. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
Now a handoff to Miller. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Foreman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Texans on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8. From the 50, it's Watson. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Caught left side Hopkins. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Watson escaping the pressure right. And that is
That's my fault. I should throw it happened earlier. Got the block. Went on into the end zone. I did. That's my fault.
Just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second
Trying
half.
to get the big
not stop
payday.
him at all from going back to him. Find him.
Throwing on third down. Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with
Big
that,
boat.
you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
Here's
You're a
old Duke.
company man.
Aren't I, though?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like,
Got
"Don't
him."
care."
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Prescott from the gun. He's going to let it fly. And the hit jarred
There you
loose.
go.
It's
up.
incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Cooper's got it. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Prescott on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not be as high. In this case, he responded well.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Hey, Bowden.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bowden. Now, don't be telling nobody you own me no more, here.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. Lamar Miller, 30.
That's a bad day.
10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome.
One game you didn't score, sir.
Top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's
One game he didn't score.
Extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway.
He playing
that
it.
will be the final action in this ball game. A lot of scoring.
It probably was probably full.
In this one, Charles, points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come.
He probably on this friend list.
But it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me go look at Ezekiel Elliott. Because he talked about Ezekiel Elliott. They got 40 yards. 40 yards under 50. Go ahead on, get some playing. Oh, it's right. I think everybody else is in game.
Work for this last touchdown.
Yeah, his stick, their game might have been to be over. And Cloud playing Gitson. Colin is playing Corey. Yeah, Corey. Yeah. So they're waiting on who will come over.
Hell, this nigga think. Launching balls in the air.
P Love 88.
He know he playing a girl. Calling me boy.
Get out of here, for real?
Yes, sir.
Hell no.
Hell yeah. She changed her name. It was Boss Lady.
Baby, yeah, you gonna work for that motherfucker. Yeah, you gonna work for that. The D gonna be good to you today, baby. Watch this here. Oh, you back him up, baby.
Let's see. Well, I can't see that no more. That nigga threw 2 touchdowns. No, you're not. Playing with the right playbook. Ain't no problem for.
I'm serious.
Good job.
Still a run. Send me an invite.
All right, let's go. Let's get this shit out. Let's go ahead and get this shit out. God damn. You playing good defense, hit stick.
21. Okay.
You still want to play his stick?
I wanna do if they do or they don't accept me, they expect me to give up. I almost did. Things went from moving faster, slow motion. I was losing focus, stuck on that. It was smooth on the surface, but underneath it was broken. Hoping to find hope in this hopeless world we live in. What you give is what you given. Gotta make wise decisions. Gotta stay tunnel vision. Gotta avoid collision. Keep scratching the surface and keep your palms itching.
Send it to both.
It's been a while.
His shit.
I've been working. She keep telling me she miss her child. I found myself passing the house, then I spin around. She say I'm always moving. Ma, I just can't sit around. Oh my, 'cause the
I already sent you one.
When we was down, who gave a dime or gave a
KJ Love sent you one already.
Making it hard, I made it fun for us. Make it easy so when you need it.
No, I won last game. That's why I'm keeping it in order. I already made both off for you, so you ain't gonna have no hard time with him.
And when they throw dirt, I just act like a broom to this. Trying to stay true to this. Even when they lie on me, world on my shoulders, my girl can't even cry on me. God watching over me, the devil probably spy on me. I've been going through some. Kenneth, keep an eye on me. I know it's been a drought, but to my fans, don't go dry on me. If you want a picture, take a picture. Don't get shy on me. I'm here.
Did you get it, Love?
I admire that you admire me. I've been in the dark, but I promise you.
I sent it to you already.
I'm sorry.
Look at you.
So my supporters, man. I love y'all.
Look at you. What you call me? Should be inside your messages. I sent it to you already.
Don't want to see me win, man.
Like he there. Send it to him.
Anyway.
Okay. I'm gonna try to send it to you again, bro. Hold on. Here you go.
Came straight out the with a microphone. Boy, I swear I couldn't leave that mic alone. Everybody clear the room. I like to write alone.
She say many quarters.
And you barely hear from me like I ain't got a phone. Because there's no days off, there's no days off. I know it sounds a little painful,
okay, that's
but it
it.
pays
Let's
off.
send you the invite again.
Sights was distracting, so I stayed off. Spoke to God that me and Satan had a face off. I swear my life was like a rocket, then it takes off. First I plotted, then I got it, couldn't wait long. I put the pedal to the metal, then took the brakes off. And I kept it A1 like the steak sauce. My paychecks used to be a pair of Jordans, and I know I can't afford them, but I went ahead and bought them. Then I
trying to get some.
Spent my money on recording. Yeah, the studio was small, but man, that made me a fortune. Made me a fortune, man. Trying to stop me. Y'all can't stop me.
Yeah, I see him. Yeah, I see him.
This is forever. Forever, man. I mean that.
Right up.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big
Landboy, did you get it?
Do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the flow. 19 with a I got
okay.
Rich by myself. Rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone. He said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down. Soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp. I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Now they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage. Usually an 8-man front, that's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Prescott from the gun on third. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Yeah.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
46.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. Prescott now from the 50. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's not a bad idea, not at all. You've got a bunch of defenders reeling a little bit back on their heels after just giving up a big play. You take another shot and hope to complete it. In this case, though, it falls incomplete.
Dancing to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Brandon, their last miss on third down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a fourth down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Second down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Texans say they have it. They do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move him out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Flushed out right. Trying to get it to Thomas.
Really?
Intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better policy.
And it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 41 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Going deep for help. He's got a man. Complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. A handoff running left is Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Looking left side, he's got a man. It's Hopkins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Now it's Miller. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
She stuck that one in real quick.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Shifts by him. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Nifty move. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Prescott to throw it. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, He might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
Get off that ball. Get off of it.
Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
Pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Miller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Back to the 33-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Houston after this timeout. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Miller. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Him? Oh, man.
To throw on 2nd is Watson, escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Still arriving.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
This is caught. And he's in. touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins, 35 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well, swarming to the ball. Here in the first half.
I did not see him. I wasn't even paying attention. I was looking at something else.
Lawrence in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. The final shot before the break. Watson eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
Swipe
They
up.
built a good
Swipe
first half
up.
lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
He's blitzing,
Very
baby.
nice
I
pickup
can
of
see it. I can
33
get it.
yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Lamar Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Again, it's Miller. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They're going to try and throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Has some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Oh, he's got a man wide open.
It's so holding JJ like a champ over there.
15 more there, and they're
see
on a
if I can
roll.
get my
It's
other
another
man to
first
get in.
down.
They are holding JJ
Boy, they
like
had
a
high
champ.
praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables.
Oh, okay,
Otherwise,
that's
they would
why
have brought
he
him
went
onto
that
the
position.
team. Height, weight, speed,
Can't
all
take
of
him
that.
off of that,
But how
okay.
about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
They like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
No. Oh, I'm not my damn cooler over. Hey, put it back right there. Just if you pissed on it. Oh, shut up.
A second down throw for Prescott.
Look at all his hands.
Hang on. That's definitely going to be
I'll
one
move
he wishes he
from.
had
I'll move where he can help out.
Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Throwing, Prescott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score, and the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. And look at this.
What the hell? Where are you coming from?
It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off. Usually up the back.
Fighting for the end zone.
Thank you.
It's
oh my God,
and the Texans say they have it. They do. And they had it there so close to the goal line. A chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making a play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. Well, they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
What?
And they'll go with the ground attack here.
Come on,
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense?
Now look at this. They get the turnover.
This man here turn around. 300. Give me
the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of
and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys will have the lead if they can hit the PAT. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd down, here's Watson, flushed out right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A very solid gain of 27. So from Cowboy territory, now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Me and
a carry for Foreman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Give us just seconds, a minute and 45 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous
carry looked
humble
right
good.
now.
That
Kid
one,
was
a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
He'll get it up the middle. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They'll run. This is Blue. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Alfred Blue in the final minute. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Watson now to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle? We're going to find out.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Texans
20
offense
seconds
now,
left.
they get set to head back on the field here. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
And Lamb boy.
But a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
Good game, Lamb.
That one behind the line of scrimmage.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
Gotcha. Going to it right now. Just give me a couple seconds. All right. Here we go. Yes, sir. Colin just sent it to me. I didn't know who had won. Send it to Lamb Boy.
To the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Go for the ball, though. What kind of shit is that?
On the counter, it's Miller.
What the fuck is that?
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Duke Riley in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. Justin Hardy deep for Atlanta.
Okay.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Trying to come through
After
you,
an incomplete pass
get to the ball because
down,
you threw it in front of him.
To convert on 3rd and 9.
No, I'm going for the ball.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now Ryan on 1st down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Ryan will throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman.
Pushed him over.
He's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So you notice why she ain't saying nothing.
On 1st and 10. It's Ryan. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And a run past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah,
there you go, Rita.
It looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Ryan escaping the pressure right. He's airing it out for Sanu. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation.
You got to be playing in Dallas Stadium. Got to be playing in Dallas Stadium. Yeah. Little sun in the middle of the field.
And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They begin with a run by Miller. Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A first down carry now for Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And the pitch goes to Miller. And he is in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he can't find
what the?
To go with it, and he goes down. Deion Jones. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Loud cloud.
Yeah. On 4th down, Watson. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
What's going on, young lady?
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's our favorite person right there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it now out of the goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Falcons going to use another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter.
Yeah, somebody seen my game.
Yeah, he just came in. Yeah, send the Corey. Corey open.
All right.
I forgot Corey was sitting there waiting on somebody.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson.
Oh, wow.
The Falcons get the sack.
Good
blitz. In there to take him down.
That was a nice blitz call.
To the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt.
Man, I missed that motherfucker. That's cool.
And this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
39.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Flushed out right. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
I didn't like that.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free.
What's going on, Corey?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Get up!
Put the hit stick on. Oh, shit, I already reinforced out here.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
That's how we take care of that shit.
In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Somebody should have come take you to breakfast this morning. That's it out loud.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan.
I see you saying it out loud. Oh, wow.
Who opened that door? Somebody close that door real quick.
Down the left, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right.
And that'll be pulled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are in for 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, wow.
Here's Bosher to kick it away.
It's going to be one of them moments.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To throw is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
21.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
280. 11. 21. 54, south.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
22. Let's go.
On second down, Freeman. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Defense got control all that. Huh?
Gun.
Oh, that's
39.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. He's got Sanu. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They will run again with Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Well, that takeaway, partner? Right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now a handoff to Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Watson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Duke Riley getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete.
Come on.
But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That dude dove to the ground.
A statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 50, it's Watson. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Watson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Duke Riley able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was a type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Watson flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he stopped immediately there. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
39.
Freeman again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
Yes.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is third and 14.
22.
Oh, they have it.
Hey, let's go.
It's on the movie list.
Now the pitch to Freeman. Oh, now he bowls him over. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Nope.
I'd say the staff is up in the booth
Not
watching the game.
Only one person did that.
See how
That's
fast
Black
the free
Rose.
safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Thought me and you was all right.
Gun, gun. Hey. Ready, set up. Ready. 20, 22. Let's go.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Flush to his right. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's forced out left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
That's the second one you
That was a
missed.
simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, fourth quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Deion Jones in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Gotta assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt.
All right.
The number.
Come on here, Bo. Come on here. No.
I got on the rope.
love. You have to get out the game, love, at 1 o'clock, don't
How do I got him music? I don't know.
What you playing today?
Who, me? What time is it? Oh, shit. Probably about another hour.
Oh, you gotta get the game so early.
I ain't gotta get the game early. I'm gonna go eat. I'm about to get a headache now.